my friend. I just wanted a dramatic introduction. I am in the silliest of moods because while I can't get into detail on this platform, let's just say on Twitter, I shared a video of a couple on the Ferris wheel at Coachella. It's all I can think about. Seriously, my friends and I are texting this video and it's like, if you need a good laugh and you're not at work or around anybody, check my Twitter at the Perez Hilton and it will give you an eyeful. Okay, gotta start off today with saying, how you doing? Lots of Wendy Williams tea to get to. First, Wendy's reportedly abusive husband, Kevin Hunter, has broken his silence and spoken on the record for the first time ever, following not just her recent relapse, her filing for divorce, but also his alleged love child and affair. Kevin Hunter, bear with me because I want to read the whole thing, okay? How can I say this? I'll just try to read it very dynamically. 28 years ago, I met an amazing woman, Wendy Williams. At the time, I didn't realize that she would not only become my wife, but would also change the face of entertainment and the world. Hyperbole. I have dedicated most of our lives to the business empire that is Wendy Williams Hunter. A person that I truly love and respect unconditionally. Rewind. A person that I truly love and respect unconditionally. He continued, I am not proud of my recent actions. Excuse me. Recent actions? The nerve of this man to play us for a fool. Wendy Williams' husband, Kevin Hunter. You extinct. You done. You over. And you fired. Yes! Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy, I'm happy for her. She's on the right direction. She fired this man. Finally. She's free from him in every sense. According to reports, she and he are no longer working together. In stark contrast to how he finished his statement. He said, I am not proud of my recent actions and take full accountability and apologize to my wife, my family, and her amazing fans. I am going through a time of self-reflection and am trying to right some wrongs. No matter what the outcome of the future holds, we are still the Hunter family, and I will continue to work and fully support my wife in this business and through any and all obstacles she may face, living her new life of sobriety while I also work on mine. I ask that you please give me and my family privacy as we heal. Thank you. Once again, these two are not on the same page. If you don't recall, Wendy handed this guy his divorce papers before the taping of a recent episode of the Wendy Williams show. She hired extra security that day because she didn't know how he would respond. He's telling the world he's still her manager, still working with her, and according to a brand new report after this statement, he's not. And the best thing, the juiciest, the most delicious tea, I'm on a roll today. He recently gave his alleged mistress of a decade and reported mother of his love child a brand new car. Well, guess what? Wendy had that car repossessed. Y'all, she should talk about this tea on her show, but she doesn't. It's too good. It is too good. But you're watching my show, and anything goes on the Perez show. Well, except for actual talk about that, because I want your coin and I can't demonetize this video. I can do this all I want. Heck, I can even do this, right? There's nothing wrong with this. I'm just tickling the tummy. I'm such an idiot. All right. From Wendy Williams to another story I talked about earlier this week. And by earlier this week, I mean yesterday, because it's on the Tuesday, maybe Wednesday when you're watching this. I have many thoughts, actually. According to reports, without Justin Timberlake, NSYNC is planning or considering, most likely going to, one of the above, reunite for a tour and new music. I think it could work. I mean, new music, who cares? I mean, release new music without JT, it's not really gonna do well. Where they could make money is through touring. I don't think a Vegas residency with the four of them would do well, but a package tour, I think, could do well. New Kids and NSYNC, Backstreet and NSYNC, NSYNC and Xtina, NSYNC and I don't know, who else would be a draw that's of this similar vein? NSYNC, Ashley and Jessica Simpson, something like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go see Joey, Chris, Lance, and JC. I realized watching back my video yesterday, I said Justin, he performed. He clearly did it. You all knew what I meant. Anyways, let me know what you think of that idea of mine, my theory, in the comment section down below. And as always, I will have links so that you could read, see, or hear more. Speaking of NSYNC, as I mentioned yesterday, they performed with Ariana Grande at Coachella, and Variety, the very reputable trade publication, claims that Ari was paid $8 million for her Coachella performance. And she probably made more than that because she even sold her own merch there. There was an Arichella pop-up. Deserved. Get it. Damn, $8 million for one show. And it's not like she had that much more expenses. She didn't pull a Beyonce and create a show just for Coachella. She's basically doing her touring show. I wonder how much Tame Impala and Childish Gambino got paid, the other headliners. Probably not even half that. Maybe $2 million each, if that. In other Coachella news, another update. I mentioned yesterday how Larsa Pippen, Kim Kardashian's bestie, was seen chatting up with Kris Humphries, Kim Kardashian's ex-husband. That was what was being reported by Us Weekly. Well, she commented exclusively to me, saying that she only spoke to him for 3 minutes, and that was that. There was nothing else going on. Or so she wants us to believe. All right. In non-Coachella news, and I'm almost reluctant to talk about it because I don't know how reliable it is, but maybe I'll address this more tomorrow, seeing how things shake out. There is this Britney Spears podcast that I've never listened to. I don't know how credible the podcast or the hosts are. And somebody allegedly that worked in her legal team called in, from what I'm seeing, and made all sorts of allegations that Britney's was put in a psychiatric hold against her will, and the conservatorship, meaning her father, wants to keep her medicated so they can make money off of her, and the management and all of this stuff. And I don't know what to believe. I'm not inclined to right out the bat believe them, but it's trending. Hashtag Free Britney is trending. I'll keep an eye out on that for you. And let's kiki more tomorrow if there's anything more to talk about. But let's just hope it's not true. That would be so sad if it were. Speaking of sad news, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum Brandi Glanville released a teary-eyed video explaining a drunken night out. Does that need explanation? She had a drunken night out. It happens. Only there are paparazzi there, and there usually aren't paparazzi when you and I have a drunken night out. But she's 48 years old. I'm not really having drunken nights out anymore. I think in the year 2019, I've had 5 nights where I've had drinks, if that. Less, maybe. And when I do drink these days, I know 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 drinks max if it's a long dinner or something like that. And I'm not drinking to get wasted. Brandi had shots. She had shots. Okay, it's hard to have sympathy for somebody bemoaning their life and the paparazzi getting unflattering photos of them wasted when you took shots. That's for college kids. Am I right? Do people close to 50 still take shots? Maybe. I don't. Do you? Do people over 30 still take shots? I've never been a fan of shots. I've gotten drunk before. Usually by the mistake of pouring drinks myself. But I did relate to her when she talked about her children. She said, quote, "There is a worry that I'm going to grow old alone, and I know I embarrass my kids. I'm not perfect. That's all I got to say." I picture me making a video like this. Actually, I've made a video like this before. And you know what? Okay, if I embarrass my kids because I have a purple beard or this or that, the other, I don't care. I'm talking about the beard more later in my parenting update, but I don't care because I know I'm an awesome dad. I am an awesome dad. I'm not saying she's a bad mom. I don't know what kind of a mom she is, but I do have some empathy for her. She clearly has drinking problems. A drinking problem. A massive drinking problem. Brandi likes to drink a lot. In other news, an update on what I also talked about earlier. KHLOE Kardashian reconnecting with Tristan Thompson at their daughter True's birthday party. Well, according to People, which I find very reputable, they barely had any interaction at that party. Hashtag awkward. I stand by what I said yesterday. I would not have invited him. That's just me. Speaking of the Kardashians, Kim posted a photo of herself working with her mentors to be an attorney and talking about how she's really taking this seriously and putting in the hours and being away from her kids and how that's hard and this and that and the other. And I'm surprised she is taking it that seriously, but part of me also feels like she's pulling a Lori Loughlin, because while it is legal to do this in California, to apprentice somebody, it almost feels like a shortcut. But hey, you know what? A good lawyer would be like, if there's a legal loophole, let's take it. So I'm not really against it. Now that I think it through, which these videos are, I don't premeditate what I'm going to say. There's no script. It's all from here and instantly, no filter, which I think you like. I like it. I need a TV show, damn it. In other Kardashian news, Kourtney Kardashian was spotted at the spa with Sofia Richie. This whole thing, I am old school. I don't want my ex's new piece to be friends with me? I'm old school. No, not for me. Whatevs. They should all go do yoga together or something. I want them to be in a throuple. That's what I need. Why has this not happened yet? A threesome relationship. Get on it, Kourtney, Scott, and Sofia. An update on all of the Loughlin drama. She and her husband, Mossimo, feel manipulated over the college admissions scandal. An insider tells Entertainment Tonight, which I also find very reputable, quote, they were manipulated by those involved and are planning that as part of their defense. They were under the impression they might be breaking rules, but not laws. They listened to my podcast last week. Yes, they did. They go on to say they in no way felt they were money laundering. They thought the money would be used for a donation and to benefit the school. We shall see how that flies in a court of law. Speaking of courts of laws, JUSSIE SMOLLETT is still facing the law in Chicago. The city has sued him, and he's also facing the consequences of his alleged actions. Even though the Empire actor is maintaining his innocence, there are those out there who don't believe him. According to a new report, JUSSIE was set to star in a Broadway play, and in the wake of everything that happened, that offer has now been rescinded. Some couples news. Angelina Jolie Pitt is no longer Angelina Jolie Pitt. She has officially, legally changed her name to just Angelina Jolie again. It is the end of an era. It was a very important era for me, one that I will miss. Also, Bella Thorne is single. Bye-bye, Maud's son. No word on what caused the split. Maybe the fact that he was way older and not that successful compared to her. Maybe that caused tension. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Also, JWoww is setting the record straight. The guy that she's been linked to recently, he's gay. And he's also hot. Jenny, is he single? Hook a homo up. Make it happen. All right. Finally, I've got two things I want to talk about. BEBE REXHA has opened up about having bipolar disorder, saying she was recently diagnosed. Very brave of her to share that with the world. And I'm saving this for last because I don't want to alienate anybody. Even if you're I don't really... I think there are a lot of Republicans who believe in Republican ideals and ideology who are not Trump people. Or at least that's what I'm deluding myself into saying. So I'm talking about Pete Buttigieg for the end, because if you're not interested in hearing what I have to say about Pete Buttigieg, you can just stop watching. But I watched him last night on MSNBC with Rachel Maddow, and I was so continually impressed by him. I fall in love with him more and more every day, not because he's gay, but because I think he is the best candidate with the most diverse experience, the best ideas. Yes, he has ideas. If you want to know his policy positions on everything, go to meetpete.org. That's MEETPETE.org. He even suggested last night on Maddow a National Year of Service, which he said he floated being required or suggested. So it's not mandatory what he's thinking of. And you know what? Even if this National Year of Service is mandatory, I'm not against it, because he said it would be either an option to serve in the military or a civilian option, like working in a national park, volunteering in some other way. Would I have liked that at age 18? Probably not, but it would have educated me in another way, in so many ways. I would not have chosen the military option. And also, while I think Pete Buttigieg believes in this, just like Donald Trump believes in his dumb wall, it's never gonna happen. A national year of service is never gonna happen in America. But floating that idea out there will get him support from those Trump people, hopefully. Or maybe not the Trump people, but from the non-Trump Republicans, because he needs those non-Trump Republicans to win. He is also going to be on Late Night with Seth Meyers on Thursday of this week, which I'm very much looking forward to. This morning, he was on New Day on CNN. He is hustling so hard. Not only is Pete Buttigieg going to outsmart Donald Trump, he's going to out-hustle him. And I am so here for it. Yes. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share. Mwah.